Hello and welcome to A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV. It's really nice to be with you all today. And of course, we're going to have a couple of readers come in, and we're going to do I'm going to do a reading for the two people that call in. But before we go to our callers, I thought we'd have a little sort of little chat that I have been inspired to talk about by my guides, and they want to talk about success. And I thought that was quite a sort of a good thing to talk about, actually, because success comes in many guises. And I think that for some of us, we may think that success is, I don't know, buying that designer outfit, or success is, bagging that fantastic husband, or success, whatever the success is, it can be various things. However, from a spiritual point of view, success is viewed very differently. For instance, you could be a homeless person on the street that actually ends up helping all the other homeless people and does a lot of charity work. And then from God's point of view, that would be considered success, because you actually came here and have done the work that God has asked of you to do. But also, it's about our own personal growth as well. It's not just about helping others. So we may come to learn things that aren't really recognizable in our society's rules of what success is. And so success, from a spiritual point of view, has to be looked at sort of very differently from success from a sort of, society. Success from society might be, I've got a successful job or a successful career, and I've married the right person, and I've got, two great children, and I live in the best part of town, or and things like that. But all of those, so those examples are sort of probably how society would view us, that we've arrived, we've made it, and I think that it brings with it, that those sort of ideas would bring with it some great feelings of success as well. And there's nothing wrong with that, because that actually may be our path. That may be actually what is meant to be for us, for part of the lessons that we need to learn. So don't think that we can't be successful, or we can't have money, or we can't have this, because that is something that sometimes is exactly what God wants for us, and wants us to achieve a path that is in a different way. But so I really want to sort of talk about the concept of success, and it can be from a spiritual point of view. That concept of success is, do we go back to the spirit world, just like our mums and our dads and the grandparents that have already gone before us? Do we go back to the spirit world and have this recognition from others that we meet when we get there, that we have been successful in this lifetime? And I think for the best part, most of us will have some level of success. We may have a great success or a part success, but there will be some sort of level of success, I'm sure. But I am told by God that for some people, they fail in this life very much, and then they go back and have to sort of rethink how their future lives are going to be. But I would like to say that 2021, I hope, is going to be a successful year for all of us, because we're currently in the UK, and also in the United States and various other countries around the world. We are going through this, probably the biggest vaccination program that the world has ever seen, and that in itself is quite incredible. And when you think about the scientists of what they created, that's incredible too, in such a short space of time. So all of those things are quite successful, that what we are achieving as a society. And let's hope that we can achieve freedom and be free to live our lives without the concern or the worry of contracting, a disease. And I think so I think the future offers success for all of us. So thank you very much for listening. Now, I believe we have Casey in Marion, Ohio. Are you there, Casey?
Yeah. Yes, I'm
Hello,
here.
And welcome to the
Hi.
show. My name is Gail Moffat, and I'm a medium. And what that means is that I can connect to loved ones that you have known, that's passed to the spirit world, or I can look to give you guidance about a particular part of your life. I generally say to people, because we've only got about 10 minutes to do a little sort of, reading, I generally say to people, where would you like me to focus?
I'd more like to know, I guess, kind of with my life, like maybe where it's going or what. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to meet anybody or.
Yeah. Would I be right in saying that you've been on your own for quite some time? Like a long time.
Yeah.
I just heard that from my guides, and they're showing me sorrow in your face, and like a tear dropping from your eye, and I don't know what that exactly means. So I'm just going to ask them to elaborate on that. They're saying to me that you have faced some particular challenges in your life that has been almost like quite. I feel sort of quite big challenges in your life that have been very difficult for you to sort of deal with and sort of understand and get through. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, definitely.
And I don't say this lightly, because I know that everybody goes through stuff, but I just feel that your stuff is perhaps a little bit bigger than the average person that's walking on the street.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I'm not normally like open, I guess, but this, I guess I'm kind of far from you anyway. Nobody probably really knows who I am. So,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm a single mom of two, and like I've recently just kind of, got my stuff together, trying to, anyways.
But I feel like there's a real level of sort of drudgery, and I don't mean that that's probably the wrong word, because it's quite a negative word. But I feel like it's like you're almost pulling yourself through life, because life is not easy, and I feel like finances is a challenge for you also, and I feel like you. It's almost like I feel like you've been wishing, and in those wishes, it can be interpreted as like a prayer, because I know that the spirit world are hearing your wishes, are hearing your desires, and I feel like it's not just to meet somebody. I feel like it's somebody. You particularly need somebody who's caring, because I feel like if they're not caring, then I feel like it just wouldn't work for you. Whereas another person who's perhaps who hasn't had the experiences that you've had, or is a bit tougher, wouldn't need that sort of overly caring person. but I just feel that this is that sort of person would make the ideal match for you, because if you don't have somebody who's caring, I really don't think that it would work, because
Right.
I feel. Sorry. You
Are you
were
there?
going to say something. So, yes, I am. Yes, I thought you were going to say something.
Sorry, it was cutting out a little bit, but yeah, 100%. That's like you just it's on point. I've been single for a long time just because it's hard to find somebody like that does genuinely care, or you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it would stick around.
Caring is the key ingredient that you need, and care is actually a form of love. It shows love, because you care because you love. Because I just feel that there is. I also feel with you that there is some wounds that go very, very deep from your life, and I and I feel like there is a lot of wounds on your heart, and this is why you need this compassionate, caring person to come into your life that would, and because of their care and compassion, they would be able to heal the wounds of the past. And what I'm being told is that this person has already been organized by spirit, because they want the healing to come to you, because they're telling me that you are ready to now receive the healing. It's almost like you've done everything you can for this stage of your life, and this stage of your life needs to go into the past. And I know that there is somebody that has been designed or thought of would be ideal for you, and I feel that this person is going to be come close to you. But I'm hearing the word brother. Now, I don't know whether they're referring to a past life or if you have a brother that is significant in all of this, because they've thrown me off track with the word brother. Do you have a brother, Casey?
I do have a brother, an older brother.
Right. I'm just asking if they want to refer to the brother that they are referring to is not your earthbound brother. The brother that they are referring to is a brother that has been your brother in the past, in a previous life. And so there's going to be a soul connection, a connection that is, and a strong love link. And I'm told that when you meet this person, it's going to be a zzz, sort of like an electric soul recognition of somebody that you both love each other. And I feel that this is going to be a really successful relationship. But it's I'm asking when it's going to happen, and that's always a challenge with timing. But they're telling me that it's not too far in the distant future, not too far. I don't know what not too far is, whether that's 3 months, 6 months, or a year, or 2 years. I don't know. But I heard the word not too far. You have got that person that's coming into your life that's going to be your healer and going to give you so much love that you're going to sort of shed like layers. You're going to shed all that grief, all that pain, and all that hurt that has built up in you from the past. Yeah. So how does that sound?
That sounds great. Sorry.
Are you okay?
That sounds really good. That sounds really good. Yes.
So I do feel that he's going to and then I'm hearing the word mum. Is your mum still alive?
Yes, she is. She's like the biggest part of my life. She's like the person I call for everything. Yeah. She's like my best friend.
Yeah, because I just heard the word your mum, and I feel like I want to say about your mum is that your mum will connect to this person too, because I feel like one of your fears is that somebody will come into your life and sabotage a relationship with other people that you know, because I feel like this is something that you're very cautious of. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, yes, it does.
Um,
100%.
and I think that that's probably because it's happened in the past to you, and so it's like you don't want it to happen again. But I just get that feeling that your mum is going to really sort of enjoy the relationship that you have, and I feel like there's going to be a friendship all the way round. And I do feel that it's definitely coming. I'm being told that this is something that you've got to look forward to.
That's great.
So I hope that helps. If you want to find me, I'm on Facebook, and that is, and my name is Gail Moffat. So thank you very much for
Gail,
calling
what?
in. Moffat, Moffat. That's F for Freddie. So we have Rosa in Savannah Grande, Puerto Rico. Are you there, Rosa?
Yes.
Hello and welcome to the show. My name is Gail Moffat, and I am a medium. So how can I help you? Would you like me to connect to a loved one, or would you like me to give you some guidance?
Like some guidance, please.
And where in particular would you like me to focus?
I've been having like this little problem that I really don't know if the person that I like is really the one. Like I've been passing through stuff, and
Sorry,
I want to know.
the sound went a little bit. You don't know whether the person, and then I didn't hear anything else.
It's about really a person. I want to know if he's the one.
Right. So you've met somebody, and you want to know if he's the one.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct? Right.
Yes, correct. It's about that.
Right. The thing that I feel about this person is that I feel that sometimes you're receiving mixed messages, and sometimes you feel like this could be perfect, and then other times he can be a little bit cold or a bit distant, and it's sort of a little bit confusing to you. Would that make sense to you?
Yeah, it is.
Is that a yes? Sorry.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And the and I feel with him that there's a little bit of selfishness with him. I feel like he's likes to be engrossed in with what he wants to do or see who he wants to see, and I feel like there's a little bit of sort of fitting you in where he wants to fit you in. And I feel like that his emotions are not in the same place as yours are, and I know that this is probably not what you want to hear, but it's how it's been presented to me from my guides, and I just feel that, and I feel that your relationship with him will start to sort of I feel like it's not going to go the long haul. It's there's going to be a sort of struggles and differences, and I feel like he wants to walk a path that's very different from the path that you see yourself walking on, and I feel this is the key problem between the two of you. There is differences between you. You're not the same, and don't want. And I feel like you don't want the same. And what I'm being told is that although this person is in fact problematic or distant with you, I feel like he's come into your life because he's teaching you something. And I feel like that there is a great lesson to learn in this. um, and because I feel like you're sitting observing him from a almost from a higher point. Because what I want to say is, I feel like you're quite an evolved soul. You're more evolved than he is. You're highly evolved as a soul, and I just feel that this person has to come into your life to get those, to sort of almost like to sort of educate you or teach you certain things about life. But once that's done, I feel like the relationship will sort of go its separate ways, and I feel like you're going to be okay with that. Like you're going to, because you're going to see him. You're going to see him for who he is, and you're going to think, well, you know, as much as I would like a relationship, I don't want a relationship with you. And I just get the feeling that your true love, the person that is going to touch your heart, the person that's going to really take you to a new height or level of love, is yet to come into your life. And I feel like it's almost going to go as, it's like sliding doors. As one goes out, another one's going to come in. How nice, Rosa. But I just get the feeling that you wouldn't be in a position to deal with the person that you're going to meet if you hadn't ever had this relationship. Because I feel like the lessons are going to be, there's numerous lessons that you're going to observe and see and witness in this person, and it's going to be good standing for the future of your relationship, because you're going to be more assertive in who you are, what you want, and how you perceive a relationship to be. And I feel that if you didn't have that assertiveness or that discipline, I feel that you wouldn't be successful in that future relationship, because the person you're going to meet almost like needs a bit of a tight control, a bit of a bit of a sort of, you know, it needs to be almost like told, this is how it is if you want to be with me, in the nicest of ways. But I just feel like he needs this. And it's through your experiences, through this current relationship, that you're going to really build up your power to be able to sort of state clearly who you are and what you want for your future. And I feel that where you're at now, you wouldn't, if you met this person now, I feel that you wouldn't do that. You would, because I feel like you would be a little bit too subservient or sort of eager to please. And I feel that this is toughening up you for the love of your life, and for that relationship to really, really work. Because by you identifying what you want, you're actually going to get what you want. But it's almost like you need that little bit of toughening up to do it. How does that sound, Rosa?
I just want love.
Pardon?
I just want love.
I know, and I think the good news is that love is coming, and the perfect love is coming. And it's just like, see this person as an education. It's your passport to get the true love that works. That's how I see this new relationship for you. And I also feel that you're somebody who wants to be more settled and sort of almost like live a more family life. And I feel with this person that you're currently with, I feel like he wants to go more out and about. I don't feel like he's somebody who wants to settle so much. Does that make sense to you?
Somebody that doesn't want to really settle down.
I feel like he's somebody that wants to be. I feel like he's not somebody that wants to live a sort of like a family life.
Yeah.
But I do feel that with this newfound strength that you're going to find, that you're going to reach a point where you're going to be more you're going to reach a point where you're going to be more able to sort of identify who you are. You're going to sort of get stronger, and I think that's almost like the bet. See this person as a gift to you, because it's going to be a wonderful gift, so that you can move forward in your life and be very, very happy. So, how does that sound, Rosa? Pardon?
That's all I want.
All right. Well, thank you very much for phoning in. And if you need to find me, my name's Gail Moffat, and I'm on Facebook. So do find me. And thank you very much for calling in. So thank you very much. Okay. All right. Bye-bye. I think so. Yes. So it's interesting that we have sort of two callers that have called in and with different lives. But what's interesting is I find this very interesting, is both of them, my guides have told me that they're going to meet the true love of their life, and it's coming into their lives. But isn't it interesting how Spirit will prepare us for that next stage of our lives. So we have to thank Spirit for all the work that they do. So thank you very much.